Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial of CODEIGNITER short series. So what we did in the previous tutorial, we created a list of users from the database here, and we created the database and run some queries to get the data from the database. So what we are doing today is I created a register page here, so we will be doing some form validation on this form. So let's get started. So here is the register page, simple HTML. You can create it and or maybe copy paste it from here, or here we have the user function in which we are simply loading the register view. So now we will do some form validation. So for do the form validation, we first of all need to load the library of CODEIGNITER. So let's get started. This, and the library name is form validation. You can also auto load in the auto load file if you have to do it again and again. So for now we are loading it here. And now we have to set some rules for the validation. So for example, we want to say that first name must be a string or 5 characters length, and last name must be required, and gender must be required, and so on. So how we set the rules? This form validation, and the method we call is set rules, and we pass in it the name of the field. In our case, the name of the field is for first name it is first name and first name, and the label which will show on the browser, so we call it first name, and then the rule. So in our case, let's say required. So then we call run form validation run if this form validation run method is equal to true. If the form validation set true, so we say that form is validated, or we can insert the user in the database. So we will do it later. So let's test it out. So if we do it register, and we said that first name is required, so if we leave empty and refresh, so here comes nothing, no error. So why is that? Because we are just saying that if true then return the error, but we are not saying that print our errors or like this. So how we echo the errors? We go to the register page where we want to echo. So here we say that there is another CODEIGNITER function called validation errors. It is errors. So now if we go and we reload and submit the form, so it says the form the first name field is required. The first name is the label which we were passing out here. First name we can change it, and the required, so it is must for the user. So now we are getting the, we can also apply the CSS to it, like we can wrap it in the div. So if we use the bootstrap div for the alert danger and comma and the ending tag. So now if we do that, we get a beautiful first name is required. So we can do it for the multiple fields. So let's do it for the let's say age. So how we do the age? We copy this, we paste it, and we put here the name of the age field. So in our case it is name age, and we put it here, and a label, anything you want to show, and say it is required. So if we say it is required, it will display error required. But if we want to say that it must be a numeric or anything else, we can also do that. So I will show you the list of rules we can use. So if it is now numeric, we use a pipe for another rule, and we can use multiple rules here, another pipe and another rule. So if we now come here and click register, so it says name field is required, but if we fill the name and here we add up some string and string, so it says the age field must contain only numbers. So now let's go to the form validation. Here I open the form validation coordinator user guide. So if we come down to see the rules that we can use, so scroll down, and here we find the table. Like we are using required, so it has no parameters and return false, and matches default is unique, minimum length, maximum length. So let's use another minimum length here. So we say minimum length, and we can pass the variables like these 3. So if we do, let's say we have 5, so if we do 5 and we come back here, reload it, and now we say Sarah Ali and 1 2 and 1 2. Now if we register, it says the age field must be at least 5 characters in length. So actually I was thinking to add this in the name. So here we go. So now if we refresh with Sarah, which is 4, so we must get an error. So no error here. The first name field must be 5 characters in length. So here we go. You must see this form validation class. Here are a lot of validation rules: valid IP, decimal, integer, numeric, and etc, etc. There is everything we need. So you must read this and you will get the more help and related queries. So please thumbs up if you enjoy the video, and also